All right, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of a refactoring. Let's first see if we are able to fetch our records. Okay, we are able to fetch the stocks, we are able to fetch the stories, but you can see that the stories, when I drag up, it kind of overlaps everything. And the reason is, if you scroll down, I forgot to add the color extension. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move this, copy it, and so now I've added it, but let me actually move it somewhere else into extensions. And we can go ahead and create a new file. We'll call it color extensions. There we go. And yeah, we need to import SwiftUI because that is part of SwiftUI. Redeclaration because we have already declared it. So now we can actually remove it from here. All right. So hopefully now it should be okay. Let's go and build it. And you can see that the one that we just created, you can see that it's still not working, right? I mean, it's still, you can see through this. That's because we are not even using the extension. The extension that we have takes in the hex, HEX. So we're not even passing that. So it's calling a different constructor or initializer. So let's go ahead and update that part. And now you can see it looks actually pretty good. Nice, right? Very nice. Okay. So what are the things that we can actually make it better? Well, another thing to note over here is that since I provided it the screenshot of the dark mode, it thought that the whole app is like this. But that is just the mode, like dark mode versus light mode. So this means that if I go right now into previews and change the color scheme to light appearance, it doesn't really do anything because the whole app is designed to be dark. So I wonder if we can actually do that, like if we can actually change these things. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off for now, and let me see like how and where it's going to add that code. So I'm going to go back to, let's go back to our ChatGPT. Enable, or you can say update the following code to support light mode and dark mode in SwiftUI. And I'm just going to copy all the code. And it may be able to update some parts of it, I guess. So it's going to write all the code. And you'll see that hopefully it's not going to be using hard-coded values of colors. So you can see over here that it changed it a little bit. It's saying system background and all that stuff. So that is definitely going to help us transition between the dark mode and the light mode. So you have to be careful in these things. See that? It's changing all of these different things to secondary, primary. It's using all of those different things right over here also. Primary color and secondary color. And hopefully the other part will remain the same. It's not going to mess up anything else. So that is fine. Stock row. Again, stock row and all of these small components that you see, small views, you can go ahead and create a folder called views and put all of them over there. That's perfectly fine. Same thing goes with the top story card view or any other child view that you're creating. You can create that and put it somewhere else. Let's go ahead and copy it. And I'm going to go and replace the whole thing. And let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, looks pretty good. This looks also good, very nice. Let's go ahead and enable dark mode. Ooh, dark mode. I like dark mode. Looks really nice on the dark mode actually. There we go. Perfect. I mean, it looks pretty nice for the amount of work that we have done. We haven't really done much, right? I mean, we used ChatGPT to just create all of these different things. I don't know why I added this title over there, stocks and articles, but okay, that's fine. And here are the top articles. All right. Yeah, let's switch back again, light mode. Okay, it looks pretty good, and I think this is the way that you'll be using ChatGPT to build the app. I mean, you have to make sure that you understand the code that it is typing, and you will see that it's keep on revising the code so that it works for you. All right. Now, still in this code, it's not perfect, but the things that are remaining, you should be able to, fix those things. I think one of those things is maybe I should just call it stocks at the top over there, right? And over here I'm calling it stock somewhere, right? This one. So maybe I don't need that. Okay, now it's saying October 29. Yeah, I guess, I mean, it can be anywhere. October 29 can be somewhere so I can do probably some sort of a frame, maximum width to be infinity, and then I can do an alignment of leading. Okay, I don't know if I can actually push it up or something, but I can try. Let's say if I say minus 20, y probably. Will it actually push up? Okay, minus. It's not a good idea to use these numbers that I'm using over here, but you hopefully get the idea. The search doesn't really work. I mean, we're not really doing any search part of it, right? But at least we got our UI, and all of these things, we got it from, actual API that also ChatGPT created. Now, for the search part, let's see where the search is. So search bar is right here. Let's go and find where the search bar is. Right over here at stack padding. Okay, so it has padding, and it's padding on the top. I wonder if we can actually add padding on the top and padding on the bottom also. So it has a little bit of a breathing room. Okay, that's fine. Not sure if we need padding on the top. We can try it out. So you still have to go and try to do these things. What if I remove that? I think that's not going to look nice. Yeah, it's too small now. Right. Yeah, that's fine too. Okay. So this is how you will write the apps using ChatGPT. All right. Another thing to note over here is, for some reason, you can see right there. So that's another thing that you'll have to check out. Like, what's the deal with this? Like, this part is completely like, not being used. So that might be because we're adjusting the height over here. If I give it like something else, let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I mean, these things, you'll be able to fix it. All right. I wonder if I can actually do something with the draggy thing. So let's go over here. Right over here. Let's see. Make it so I can drag half screen and also drag to full screen. All right. I think it is set up like that, but the whole behavior of the half screen is a little bit weird, and it's not working as I would expect it to be. And another thing that eventually I want to add, actually I should probably add it right now, also add spring or bouncy animation when drag is finished. All right. We want it to be a little bit bouncy, like when you actually does finish the actual animation or the actual thing when you're done. So I'm just adding that over here also. Let's copy the code and go over here and see what we can do. There we go. Code a little bit more now. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. See that? A little bit of a bouncy effect, and it actually looks really nice now. See that? I can do a little bit. It goes over there, a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a shadow also going on. Beautiful. And now we have created the app. All right, there we go. That's, I think, pretty cool that we were able to build this app, using ChatGPT, and it is hooked up to the correct API in the backend, which is also created by ChatGPT. And I think this is how you can definitely increase your productivity. It also, as I've shown you before, it works in the dark mode, in the light mode, and all that. So that also looks really nice. All right. So hope you have enjoyed this, and hope you can see the power of AI tools and how you can incorporate it when you're building applications.